Debonair. Okay. What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet, y'all little ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Sidney Holmes. Shout out to this brother here. This is somebody, this happened literally outside my backyard. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video, right? But also too, because of course you have another person who was wrongfully convicted, did 34 years in prison, only to be finally found innocent. Yet again, the justice system has failed another person. And I've done a video, I did 2 videos like this. So if I remember, I put the I at the top. But I was basically saying in that video, and I'll say it here again, where I was asking a question. I was like, yo, how many people is currently locked up in prison right now and innocent? Got framed, didn't do it. Lack of DNA, lack of evidence. But it didn't matter because they need to frame somebody. So let's get into this, man.
Is CBS 4 News at 7.
Finally free, a man overcome with emotion as he is finally set free after being held in prison since 1989. Sidney Holmes' family greeted him the second he stepped foot out the door.
Holmes says the first order of business is to go eat. CBS 4's Gabrielle Arzola joins us live at the Broward County Jail where it all unfolded. Gabby?
That's right. It was actually really emotional being here. I mean, imagine 34 years. Imagine what he and that family have gone through during that time. But like you said, the first thing he wants to do is go out to eat. And he also has a very special message for those at home. After 34 years, Sidney Holmes is now a free man. His family overcome with emotion as he takes his first steps out of the Broward County Jail.
I can't put into words. I was elated.
34 years. 34 years. I'm not even 34 yet. So I can't even tell you what it's like to be 34 years old, let alone to lose 34 years of your life for something you did not do. I said it before and I will say it again. How many of y'all think, or how many would you say, what percentage would you say of prisoners is currently behind bars that's actually innocent? But because they couldn't afford a good lawyer, which is probably what happened in his situation, when you can't afford a good lawyer, being framed or whatever the case may be, what do? I said this in another video. A lot of, I can't afford to give a lawyer a $10,000 retainer out of nowhere, just out the blue. What? And that's only supposed to last for what, 2-3 months, if that? That's insane. Insanity. The justice system has failed yet again.
I was excited, and I just kept praising God and thanking Innocent Project and everybody who made this possible.
His mother, Mary, says she's ready to take her son home. Back in 1988, Holmes was convicted for being a driver in a robbery. But in court, the state attorney's office explained that Holmes not only had no ties to the robbers, but didn't have any fingerprints or physical evidence tied to the crime. The state says one flawed witness identification gave him a 400-year sentence.
400 years, y'all, this man was serving. That's life, basically. For robbery he didn't commit. DNA was not in the car. Fingerprints wasn't in the car. But all because a witness said, oh, I think that's him. Oh, that looks like the guy. Oh, that has to be him. A black guy. Yep, that's the one. This stuff has been happening since damn near the beginning of damn time. But this stuff has been happening for centuries. Black men getting locked up for stuff that he didn't even damn do and spending 50, 60, 70, 80 damn years in prison their whole life and dying behind bars, only to find out that they were innocent. Y'all remember that movie Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, all those guys, right? Probably one of the most, I mean, that movie's hilarious. But it has to be one of the most realist movies I've ever seen. Yeah, there was some comedy, there was some fun behind the video, but the truth of the matter was those guys was innocent. And they served damn near 50 years in prison before they broke out. 50 years in prison for a crime they did not commit. People always forget that. It's funny, it's this, is that, and third. But the message behind the movie is that those guys was innocent the whole time.
Man who was sentenced to prison for 400 years, which is effectively a life sentence.
Yeah.
And today we were able to reverse that. He's getting out of prison today, and no longer is the wrong man confined to a Florida state prison.
It has been a long time, long awaited day.
The family tells us they never lost hope after all those years. The Innocence Project is thrilled he's getting out of prison, but they estimate up to 5,000 Florida prison inmates may also be wrongly convicted.
We are reviewing hundreds of cases in our office to find the next Sidney Holmes, and have cases in Broward County that are on deck, and so we're going to continue plugging away.
Again, y'all, this happened in my backyard, Broward County. I was born and raised there. I was born and raised in Broward County, man. Literally my backyard. They estimate 5,000 people to be wrongfully convicted. Mr. Sidney Holmes, I hope you sue their ass off. I hope you sue and keep on suing. I want you to get $100 million per year that you had to spend in damn prison. Sue them.
So I asked him time and time again, what do you want folks to know? And he says to never give up hope. So like you said, Lauren, first order of business, he says the first thing he wants to do is go to Olive Garden. He says he's never been there before. But on top of that, he says after all of this, he wants to spend the rest of his life doing something very special. We'll have that for you coming up at 11. In Fort Lauderdale, I'm Gabrielle Arzola, CBS 4 News.
Let me pull this man back up again. Because I just let me see if I can find a picture of him. But this is insane, bro. This is insane. No girlfriend, just family. Grandma, mom, sisters, aunties, cousins. You spend that long in prison, y'all boys, you are what is it called again? Institutionalized. Institutionalized is what you are. And I say all that to say this. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Yes, you can keep hope alive, but you make sure you hit them where it hurts, and that's their pockets. Mr. Sidney Holmes, congratulations, welcome home, bro. I hope they take you to the strip club and get you right. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, man. But I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, you'll be set for her, cuz.